I am busy rolling and tipping sunny days. Doing the starboard side first. First thing I do, this is Brightside Paint. Got it from, so I'm just going to do a small area. I'm doing 2 widths and then the top half. That's all I'm going to do is that right there. I'm going to follow it up by brushing it. I do have to use a brush at the top because the roller won't get up in there. But I roll as much of it as I can, and then what's called tipping, which is just the tip of your brush as lightly as possible. You want to get out the air bubbles. I work from left to right, since I'm right-handed, and working the air bubbles out and then feathering it out as I go. So hopefully I'm feathering in from the left and feathering out to the right as I go. And one more time, it's just as light as possible. Now do the bottom square right below, and that's all you do at a time, just a small area. Because you want to kind of keep a consistency from one square to the next. So the rolling is just to kind of get the paint on there. It's a fast way to get it on. If you did a brush, you probably would be behind the whole time. So you roll it on, you can just see all the bubbles you need to get out. But you can see what a small area that is. It's maybe a foot wide by maybe 6 to 8 inches high. Now this time I didn't put any paint on my brush. Because I didn't need to. The only reason I put paint on the brush the last time was because I had to do up near this trim, and I just try to make sure I've got this as smooth as possible. With this paint, it tends to take your brush strokes out, so if you just make it as light as possible, the rest of it just works together. And move on to the next section. Okay, once again, I'm going to start at the top, and I'm just going to go 2, and this is a small roller as well, so it's not a large roller. Get up kind of as high as I can with the roller. Have a little bit of overlap right there. That's about all I can do right there. I don't want to do any more. A little bit of paint on the brush to catch up near the trim again. That's the gun whales. Once again, we just want to get the bubbles out. It's rolling and tipping, Brightside Paint, medium blue. The bottom of the boat below this green tape, it's going to be white. Once again, I want to feather out to the right. Even though this is a cool day, actually. This is December 27th, and it's probably in the high 60s at best, but still the paint dries very quickly, so that's why you have to do small areas, even though the temperature dries very fast. Do one more little area. And I will put a second coat on this. Okay, once I see I've got it good, I immediately go to the brush and start tipping. You want to use just the tip of the brush. The only pressure I'm putting on the brush is enough to hold it against the side of the boat. That's it. That's how light it is. I mean, I almost have no pressure at all on the boat, on the hull, and this is, once you got it, you kind of need to leave it. And I went back, and I probably shouldn't have right there. I should have just left what I had. Little spot right there. Get that off of there. There's a little paint. Now I'm using a chip brush, and I probably should use a better brush, but I wanted to see how well it would work with a chip brush. And it does a pretty good job. Once again, just doing it as lightly as possible. When I'm done, I want to try to brush it out so it'll feather in or feather out. And I'm ready to do the next part.